Hey guys, this is Shanita. Thank you for joining me for another video. I am not going to be long. I just wanted to record this video before I forget. I used 2 rinse out conditioners within my last couple of wash days that were awesome. They just blew my mind. They are natural. They have all the requisite ingredients to give your hair so much slip. And this is just not something I see very often in reviews. People don't talk a whole lot about their rinse out conditioners, but I have found 2, and I want to show them both to you today, that I've used for the first time today and absolutely love them. If you are into natural rinse out conditioners and you want to see what I'm talking about and what I think, then stay tuned. So first of all, I want to talk briefly about rinse out conditioners. I know that there are a lot of people who completely skip this step, and if that is working for you, then be my guest, continue to do that. You can ignore this. But what because that used to be me. I used to completely not buy rinse out conditioners, and I went from my shampoo straight to my deep conditioner. What I found after buying a rinse out conditioner, and I bought it completely by mistake. I ended up buying a set of products. So it came with the shampoo and the rinse out conditioner. Well, I bought it for the shampoo, and the conditioner just happened to be there, so I used it. And what I found in that little accidental experiment, is that rinse out conditioner really does have a purpose in your hair regimen. That rinse out conditioner allowed me, now it was a moisturizing shampoo, but once I used this rinse out conditioner, it allowed me to detangle my hair. It softened my hair, and I was able to get my hair conditioned and in prep for the deep conditioning session. The conditioner, it leaves this very light silky coating on the top of your hair strands so that you don't get so much friction when you're dealing with it. And a lot of people say that deep treatments do the same thing. Well, deep treatments are just that. They are deep treatments. They are made to go deep within the hair strand and to absorb the water and absorb the conditioner inside your hair strands. And yes, they do leave a coating on top of your hair, and a lot of people think that they do that mainly because it's thick, but its ultimate goal is to absorb product deep within the hair strands. The rinse out conditioner leaves the silky, very light, fine coating on the top of your hair to make it easy to detangle, right? To make it easy to part. If you operate your hair and you want to separate it, that's going to have the it's going to help your hair to be able to separate easily, and it's just going to soften it enough to make it manageable before you do that deep conditioner. There are a lot of them out there. Almost every hair company that does hair products has a rinse out conditioner. I used 2 during one wash day. I had 2 in my shower, and it was like, you know what, I don't know which one of these I want to use. I'm gonna get one, and just in case that one doesn't work, I'm gonna get the other. That was the idea. But once I got in there and I used one, it was so good, and I had both of them for so long, I thought, well, I'm gonna use the other just to test it out. And my gosh, they both work wonderfully. Okay, the first one is the SheScentit Okra Hair Repair Reconstructive Conditioner. And I have done a video on this channel with the deep moisture conditioner mask, whatever it's called, that goes to this line. SheScentit does an okra deep mask, and it is a nice 12-ounce container. I did a separate video that talked all about it, and I was in awe of it. I've seen okra recently pop up in some very few companies are using that. And if you know anything about okra, you know what a slippery consistency it can be when mixed with water. So I was just intrigued by what it would do in a deep conditioner. That deep conditioner was so amazing. It was so good. And so I'm glad that I got this at the same time and just decided to pull it out and use it today. So it is a reconstructive conditioner, meaning that of course they're expecting it to repair your hair and to strengthen it, and so it is supposed to have some sort of protein in it, which it does. There's hydrolyzed keratin, there's hydrolyzed soy protein, and rice protein, which are all light reconstructors. So you can use that, and it sounds like a lot. There's 2 or 3 of them, and a lot of people see protein and instantly mix the whole thing. And here's one with 3 in it, and you might run from it. But I'm telling you to do not do that if you ever come across this. This is so slippery, and it's so conditioning. Like the instant you put it in your hair becomes so slippery. And when I was separating my hair and I had my little detangling brush and started from the ends of detangling my hair, the hair just slides out of the hair strands where it's all tangled up. It's almost like this just melts the tangles, and then that shedded hair just, it was such a breeze to detangle. The first 5 ingredients of this is water, aloe vera juice, okra extract, bihydramonium methosulfate, and cetyl alcohol. And this says to apply, and you know what? This is supposed to be the rinse out conditioner, because like I said, the deep conditioner is in the 12 ounce, but this actually has the same exact ingredients, instructions as the deep moisture mask. It says to apply liberally to clean hair, leave on for 10 to 30 minutes and rinse. I did not read that before. So I am wondering, surely it's not the same thing. I know this has to be. It smells really good. They covered it very well with some sort of fragrance. I don't know what it is, but it's very, very pleasant. So the ingredients in this product are the ones that are going to reconstruct and strengthen your hair strands so that they're not weak and they're not so damaged and not just so dry. And of course, this does that temporarily, but it makes your hair feel so good and it's so strengthening. And they says we use organically grown okra along with a special blend of botanical extracts, protein, and ceramide-rich oils. And so if you've seen this and you stayed away from it because of the protein in it or that restructuring or strengthening word, oh my gosh, you would not believe how moisturizing this stuff is. And it is advertised for just curly and kinky hair. Very, very conditioning. It is lightweight. See, it's actually running a bit. And the deep treatment mask is definitely thicker than this. I've used it before and it is definitely thicker. Now they don't have butter in them, but oh my gosh, the moisture punch in this is fantastic. Very, very good. And I will sign back up for their sale notifications because I want this again and I want that deep treatment mask again. Excellent products. And the other one is a brand I've never even heard of before. This is John Masters Organics. Now, this is not a Black-owned company, but it is an organic company. And this is their rosemary and peppermint detangler. This is a product I picked up at, look, it's long ago, Marshall's, and look, it was even on clearance. I probably paid $3 or $4 for it. And I read the ingredients in the store, and that's why I ended up getting it. I figured $3 or $4. It was 8 ounce, it's 8 ounces. And after I read this, I was so impressed. I thought, even if it's not as great as what I think it will be, then the ingredients will be great for my hair. So it says 78% organic ingredients, a lightweight conditioner with organic plant oils, protein, and vitamins, detangles unruly hair and adds shine. Leave in hair 1 to 3 minutes and rinse. And there are a ton of ingredients in it. You can see that. But just some that I can identify is aloe vera juice, water, cetyl alcohol, I see jojoba oil, sunflower oil, hydrolyzed soy protein, safflower oil, coconut oil, glycerin, honeysuckle extracts, arnica flower extract, white tea leaf extract, fennel seed extract, wheat amino acids, geranium oil, rose seed extract, spearmint leaf oil. It just goes on and on and on with oils and extracts, and it is a wonderful product. Like when I used this one, I used this one first and I thought, oh my gosh, this is so great. Well, let me try this one because I've never tried it before. Just as fabulous. They almost felt identical. That's how good it was. This company, which I'm gonna look up, and if I find any information on it, I'm gonna either put it in this video and I'll put some in the description box. It says it is a company that does no GMOs, no parabens, no DEAs, no MEAs, TEAs, no sulfates, no artificial colors, no artificial fragrances. And it is out of New York. So I am going to go online and see what else I can find from this company, because that just made me so interested to think, okay, what else do they have that we don't know about that it would be great for our hair? Now, this is probably something none of you would ever even think to look up or to pick up if you saw it, because we don't know the name. But you really have to read ingredients for something. If something on the front catches your eye, like organics caught my eye there, and then when it talked about being a detangler, and I can look at it and it's not thick at all, it's the same sort of consistency as this one, that very light, silky, opaque kind of color that's not too thick, not too thin. And once I read the back, like, I was sold. I was sold. Now, this is minty. If you don't like mint, you probably won't like this. It says rosemary and peppermint detangler, and that's what it is. I get a whiff of both of those essential oils in here. I can smell the rosemary and the peppermint. It's not bad. It doesn't linger at all, but it's there. I got too much. So just want to show you how similar it is to that other one. And so a rinse out conditioner of this consistency, can you just imagine how it will coat your strands and just make it so slippery and so soft and condition it just on contact? And that is what this did, on contact. I would put it in, I'd go to my other sections, and then I'd go back and rinse out them in the same order that I put it in. Just amazing. Shed hair again, just slide. The you know, where your hair gets all tangled, sometimes at the end, it gets, you know, the hair travels from the root, but wherever that tangled hair is, it just slides down the hair strand and just was just coming out, shooting out like water. So this made it so easy. So if you are not, and I'm not necessarily advertising these, I'm telling you they're great. If you ever see them anywhere, then absolutely pick them up. I highly suggest them, but this is more about the rinse out conditioner than anything else. Some of them are I'm not gonna say too thick. Some companies make them thick. They can be thick. And so you don't get that same lightweight feeling. You don't want to use a rinse out conditioner and then come out the shower and your hair is already, you know, heavy. You know, the rinse out conditioner was so heavy, you already feel like you've got some buildup, or, you know, something where your deep treatment is not going to get an opportunity to work. But one of these lightweight ones, and the companies that do these botanical ones do them absolutely superb. SheScentit, Sotanicals. You guys can probably think of others you can list down in the comment section. And they don't have to be any of the popular ones. Like, I'm definitely a fan of this one. If you can think of other companies that have that lightweight, silky rinse out conditioner, then do so. Right off the bat, I can think of Talia Wajid has one. Not Talia Wajid, I'm sorry. Obia Naturals has a slippery one. Curls Dynasty has a slippery one. I'm trying to think who else. And also, if you are a fan of, if you all are still a fan of, I remember Regimen was a natural hair lover's dream years ago. If you still use like Regimen, they had, I don't know if it's still there, they kept discontinuing lines and bringing out something else, discontinuing lines and bringing out something else, and it just blew my mind because those conditioners were really getting good rave reviews in the natural hair community. But they had a couple of lines that did not have silicones in it, so its main purpose was mostly to detangle, and I still hear people talk about they use some of those for detangling. So you might be able to find a drugstore company, a drugstore conditioner that doesn't have silicone in it. Just something to condition and get that hair nice and soft and in preparation for the deep conditioning session. I have quite a few, surprise, surprise. If you're interested in seeing those in a rinse out conditioner stash, let me know. I'll be glad to show those to you. But nevertheless, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you will rethink your rinse out conditioner. And if this is working for you, then fine. But you know, I believe in every step of the wash day adding a little bit of conditioning to just make your hair as healthy as possible. The more layers of moisture, the better, especially if you have thick and coarse hair. So, but type 4 hair at all. It doesn't necessarily have to be thick. It doesn't necessarily, you know, have to be coarse. But if you have tightly coiled hair at all, I would say anybody in the type 3s and 4s, I think you would benefit from a rinse out conditioner. Just a thought, not judging at all. If what you're doing is working, then fantastic. I am thrilled for you. You can ignore everything I just said. Okay guys, I will see you soon. I am going to go, and I will talk to you later. Hope you guys are taking care. Bye-bye.